Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at the Ecosystem Savanna game, published by Genius Games. This is going to be a 2 to 6 player game where you're going to develop your Savanna as the game goes by and try to score with the cards that you've placed down in your tableau. Let's go ahead to the table here. I'm going to show you how to play this game, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. All right, so this is Ecosystem Savanna. In Ecosystem Savanna, you'll get this nice big deck of cards. You get some player aids, up to 5 here, and you're going to get this score sheet here. To play the game, to set up, all you really need to do is you're going to hand each player out one of these player guides in here, and these are going to show you how to score with the different animals that you can put in your tableau. And throughout the game, you're going to be creating a 4x5 grid for your Savanna. Now, the game is going to be played over 2 rounds here, and in each round you're going to deal out each player 11 cards. So you'll have these 11 cards to pick from, and we're going to make a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I heard that. We're going to make another set here so I can show you how the game plays. 11. Wait, we're on here. All right, so in the first round, you're going to pass clockwise. In the second round, you're going to pass counterclockwise, so to the left for the first round. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at these cards in here, and you're going to take a look at your score sheet here. And then you're going to pick one of these cards. Let's say I want the giraffe this time. And then you're going to pass them to the left. And that player is going to pick a card and pass these to the left. And then you're going to flip, everyone's going to flip their cards over simultaneously and be able to put them into their grid. Now, if this is the first time that you're placing an animal, you just put it anywhere. So now this is my second hand here that I'm going to take a look at. And I'm going to pick another one on here. So I could take a look and see how these different animals score for where I want to place. It is important to keep in mind the next one I have to place has to be adjacent horizontally or vertically to one of my cards. So that's very important. Notice that the giraffe here, 5 points if it's adjacent to at least one tree. So I might want to just get that done right out of the bat here and place this down and place my cards off to the left. I'll flip that over and I can place the tree there. So now my giraffe will score 5 points. And we're going to continue on until we get down to the last 2 cards. When we get down to the last 2 cards here, we are going to pick one and discard the other one. So we'll have 10 cards in our tableau. It's going to be a 4x5 grid. So that means that we'll have 20 cards total. So over the 2 rounds, placing 10 cards, we'll have our 20 cards. And you will be placing cards out in this area here as the time goes by here. And one thing to keep in mind is a 4x5 grid. So if I put the 4 across this way, I'm only going to be able to place one more, and I can either place it here or here. But let's say I placed one here. Well, this means that the only way that I can place in this column, I can't place any more here. I can only place them here because I can only go 5 across. Additionally, if I place this one here, I'm done. I can't go place one down here. I have my 4x5 grid outlined. So that's one thing to keep in mind of as you play this game. So you'll have your 10 cards out. That's a little too many here. So 4, 8, 10. So I have my 10 cards out. And then we'll start our second round. And with the second round, you'll get 11 cards. You're going to then pass to the right instead of the left for the whole round until you get down to the last 2 cards, and you'll pick one and discard the other. And you'll have a 4x5 grid, 20 cards out. And then you're going to go into scoring. And scoring here is going to be what you have this player aid here for and what you need to pay attention to. It not only tells you the quantity of each of the cards that are in this deck, but it also tells you what is required for gaining points. Like the watering hole here, this card here, 2 points for each unique adjacent animal. Or the gazelle, 2 points if the gazelle majority scores 5 or 2 points. So the gazelle's worth 2 points, but the majority score is also 5 or 2. You have the cheetah, which is 3 points for each gazelle in the same diagonal. Flip all scoring gazelles. So the gazelles still help for scoring because there's a vulture in this game, or any other animal that you eat. I could show you in a minute. Hyenas, 3 points for each flipped card within 2 spaces. So that's another one. So these are scavengers, so you'll get points for that. So the flip cards aren't bad, even though they do remove them from your tableau. Grasslands, these ones here are set collections. So you're going to get, if you have 1, you get 1 point. If you get 2, you get 4 points. If you get 3, you get 9 points. And if you have 4, you get 16 points. And you get points for connected grasslands. So if you have 1 grassland and nothing's connected to, it's worth 1 point. So you have 2 connected grasslands, 2 points, 3 points, and 4 points, and so on. Zebra, 3 points for each adjacent grassland. Lion, if adjacent to a grassland, 4 points. And flip a gazelle or zebra anywhere. So they don't have to be adjacent for that. 4 points for each flipped card lower in the same column. So that's what the vulture is. And the tree here, 2 points for each row and column containing at least 1 tree. The giraffe we went over earlier, which is 5 points if adjacent to at least 1 tree. And the elephant is 6 points, but negative 2 points for each adjacent animal except other elephants. So that's how these guys score. All right, quick clarification on here. All your stuff's going to score, whether it gets eaten or not on here. So keep that in mind. Also, gazelle scores. If you're tied for the most, you both get it. But if you're tied for the second most, no one will get it. So that's just a clarification on that one there. Also, when using the scoring pad, you're going to be scoring in order. So you're going to be doing your water holes, you're going to be doing your grasslands and your trees, gazelles, zebras, giraffes, cheetahs, lions, elephants, hyenas, and vultures. So you'll notice you're going to score your prey first. So they'll always get their score, and then the predators come on after that. So that's another clarification for scoring. Additionally, I want to point out there's also a 2-player game and a solo game for this, and I'll let you check that out on your own. And that is going to be how you're going to play Ecosystem Savanna. Let's go ahead back up the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so that was Ecosystem Savanna. Now this game here is going to teach kids how to draft. So think games like Sushi Go and such in there, where they teach them how to draft, and they're going to teach them how to try to pay attention to the cards that go through and try to watch what the other opponents are doing to see if they think their card might come back to them for them to pick. And they're also going to have to develop the strategy of placing the cards out in their tableau in this 4x5 grid. And there's a lot of different ways, while each card has a different way of scoring. So there's a lot of different ways that these combinations can occur. So there's a lot of different thought in how they're going to do their strategy. And there's a lot of different strategies you can take, so they can learn and try different things throughout the different games. This is going to be, I believe, the third one in the ecosystem line here. And what sets it apart is going to be the powers that you're going to watch for the cards that you place out for the scoring. In this game also, it's very interesting for the animals to flip, and you're also going to pay attention to your scavenger scoring and which ones you flip in there. And again, you're going to go through that score sheet in order. So you're going to do the things in order. So your predators are mainly at the bottom. So I really think that this is a really great game for younger children to play. They get to learn drafting. They get to learn the strategies for their different placements in the tableau. Very good game to get kids into the board game hobby. Plus, it also has a sciencey theme on top. So I would say that this is one of the games here that I'm going to keep in my collection. It's a game that I can enjoy playing with my kids. Now, I'm not going to take it to a big game night or anything, but I will definitely enjoy bringing it out and playing it with my kids. And that's my thoughts on Ecosystem Savanna. Thank you for watching.